Hello, successionaires. William Murray here. Well, you see where I'm at now? I'm in my kitchen. It's time to do some cooking, so I'm going to fix me a big pot of minestrone vegetable soup. So for those of you, who done my thing on the snow, you see my ingredients. I got all my ingredients here. I've got red and green peppers with onions. I got my turmeric, my curry, my cumin, my cayenne, tomatoes, broth, celery. I got my mixed vegetables. I got my peppers and stuff. So I'm getting ready to get down, y'all. This is getting ready to be a get down thing here. So let me go ahead and start, y'all. Y'all can watch me. I'm gonna teach y'all. I'm gonna teach y'all to see. Men can cook, y'all. I don't know what y'all talking about. Men can't. Men can cook. I can cook. So let me see how I'm going to do this. First thing I got to do. I got to put in 8 cups of water. So I'm gonna do that. 8 cups. Y'all, I'm in my world right now. I love to cook. And I often tell y'all that this brother can cook. Let me put this on the stove. Now, y'all ain't gonna be able to hear the whole time I'm doing this because it entails, quite a lot. So, I got my pot going. See my pot? See, I got my pot going. Now I'm gonna start seasoning everything. I'm putting in a little cumin. Oh, I'm sorry, that was turmeric. Now I'm putting in my cumin. Let's see. I got a little curry powder. Well, y'all, I'm gonna hook this joint up. I'm gonna hook this up. Let me see if I can do this. Put this in a little better angle so you can really see what I'm doing. Okay. And let's see what else I got here. Oh, I got to put in my garlic powder, baby. Got to do that. That's one of the reasons I never get sick, because of the garlic powder that I use. Oh, I can't find my whisk. Where's my whisk? Oh, wow. Y'all can't find my whisk. See, that's why I having more than one person in my daggone kitchen. I'm looking for my whisk. I don't see it. It should be easy to see because it's big. And I use it in my pot because my pot is a non-stick. So you gotta use non-stick. And I got a plastic, a whisk that's for non-stick. And that's unbelievable. I can't find it. It definitely don't make no sense. But I don't lose. It's not where it's supposed to be. There it is, right in front of me. And I see there, right in front of me, and I didn't see it, y'all. It's my whisk. Because I got to keep this stir this up, put all the seasoning in it. You ain't let it do what it do. I got to wash my vegetables. Oh, y'all, until this summer, I'm using frozen vegetables. But I love my vegetables, y'all. My carrots, my peas, my string beans, my corn. I do all of that. I just love vegetables, y'all. I mean, I eat vegetables at least 4 or 5 times a week or more. I mean, when I cook in it. But I also eat fresh vegetables. Breakfast this morning, all I ate was carrots and celery. That was my breakfast this morning. Raw carrot and vegetables. Let's see. Did I put any cayenne in there? I can't remember. I used a little bit of cayenne. Whoa. Let me do this right, see. I'm not doing everything right like I'm supposed to. See, my protective glove, my UGG glove. Yeah, y'all got all this kind of stuff. Pot hose, UGG gloves, and non-stick and stick. All depends on what I'm cooking. As to the taste of what I want. Now, when I do a lot of cooking and I want to do it in like I got a cast iron skillet that I use a lot. I love my cast iron. I love my cast iron. That better, okay. Yeah, I gotta have my cast iron, y'all. So I got my vegetables in there. I gotta rinse them. And my red peppers, I love peppers. So I got red peppers, onions, and green pepper. So I got cut open. Y'all don't realize how much I'm really in my world when I'm in the kitchen. Yeah, I love, I mean, I just love the kitchen. Yeah, you hear me with the water running and taking all the frost, because it was in the freezer. These vegetables were frozen, and they were in the freezer. You should never, ever take anything out of the freezer and not rinse it off, because you'll get that freezer taste if you don't. No, if you don't rinse them off, and you don't never want to take nothing out of the freezer. And you never want to take nothing out of the freezer, and but you don't want that taste in your food. See, if y'all were going to be here, boy, this is going to be good. Some cornbread too. I'm going to fix a fresh big pan of homemade cornbread. But y'all don't know about no cornbread now. I know y'all don't know about no cornbread, but that's okay. You know, I know y'all don't know about no cornbread. See, but what I got to do first, I got to let my pot get hot and season and cook in the seasoning into the water. I'm not going to put it in there and put my vegetables and stuff in the water and start, because you got to let your seasoning cook into your water. That gives you a better fragrance, a better taste. Or the aroma is great, but it gives you a better taste whenever you whenever you let your seasoning cook into your water. Like I said, I'm making a fresh minestrone vegetable soup or stew-like, and oh y'all, I'll let y'all know how good it is, because you know, I'm getting ready, getting my energy up, so for tomorrow when I'm after I have the snowball battle, I can have the energy when everybody else gets tired. See, like I said, I got some tomato soup I'm gonna put in there just to thicken it up a little bit. I got some broth, stewed tomatoes, y'all, and I love tomatoes. I eat tomatoes raw. I mean, I just take tomatoes and eat it. It's like potatoes, carrot, all that. I can eat it raw. It doesn't have to be cooked for me, because raw is good for you. Raw food is good for you. I got cream of celery I'm putting in there. Like I said, my cayenne. I put my curry in there, my ground turmeric, my ground cumin in there, and garlic. I do not cook with salt and pepper. I only have salt and pepper in my house. Only the red pepper, cayenne, I have here in my house. But salt and pepper, I don't have salt and pepper in my house. It's going to take me about an hour and a half to prepare this, because once I put the other ingredients in there, first I got to heat up the water, let the water, you know, boil and cook the seasoning into it, and then I'll put all my other stuff, my minestrone ingredients and everything in there, and then I'll add all this other stuff just as time goes on. And like I said, it'll take about an hour and a half to let it cook and simmer and boil and do what it's going to do. So I'm looking at right now, it is about quarter after the hour. So it'll be about, it's the quarter after 3, quarter after 4, about quarter to 5, it'll be ready. Cornbread, everything. And I'll get back with you. For those of you who really want to taste some of what I'm cooking, you're invited. Well, let me know. Try what I'm telling you. Now, here's what I do, which is not one of the best things. I don't have time. I use this bag of Bear Creek, favorite Bear Creek soup taste. It's simmered for hours, and all you gotta do is put this into water, add this into the water, stir it for a while, then add your other ingredients in it. Now, when I finish with it, it's not going to be this. It's just a packet that I use to make it quick and easy. Because I got a lot of fresh vegetables in there and stuff, but I'm not going to grind all that up. Because if you look at my kitchen, I got bananas over there, I got grapes, I got apples, I got oranges, I got fresh garlic and grapes, all of that here. And that's what I eat. That's how we eat. That's the reason I stay so healthy. Because for someone of my age to have never had the flu or had a cold in 35, 40 years, it's because of my diet. I'm very adamant on what I put in my system because this is my temple. See, when God says to work and take care of your temple, this is what he's talking about. This is what you worship. This is your temple. He was not talking about no church, no building. He was talking about your body is your temple. So when you realize and start taking care of it, like I say, I'll be 18 come September the 30th. Yes, I'll be 18. I'll be legal later. I'll be legal. I'll be 18 in my second 50, so 18 you're legal. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in. That's on. And like I said, I'm in my world because I'm in the kitchen. This is where I love to be. I love to cook. I cook almost daily. And like I said, this pot of soup will last me maybe 2-3 days, or I'll freeze some of it. So whenever days when I just want something real quick, I can just unthaw out of the bag and there it is, just like fresh, new. Staying healthy is the most important thing about y'all. I teach you the thought and action process to success. I teach you how to build and grow your business. But one thing about what I do and really like to do is also teach you the health part of it, because it's all mental. See, once you got your mind together, once you got your head together, the rest falls in place, and it's going to be very easy for you to acquire that which you're seeking. But you got to start working on your mind and your health. They go together. One is going to take care and give you the other. So, like I said, I'm in my kitchen. You can see that I'm in my kitchen. I got stuff going. I have my microwave and all that kind of stuff. Look up top, most of my wife's cake pans and cut, because she makes fresh cakes from scratch. She doesn't use no box, nothing. She makes fresh cakes from scratch. And all that up there, that's her cake stuff. All that up there, that's all her cakes. You got to see what she got over here in the cabinets and all that kind of stuff. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to finish doing what I'm doing because it's going to take a moment for me to do that, because I'm waiting now for my water to just start to heat up and boil. Oh, wow. Y'all should smell what I'm smelling. Oh, wow. Yes, you should smell what I'm smelling. Oh, it smells so nice. And here's the thing about it, see, and here's the mistake that most people make when they cook. You turn your heat up high. You are never supposed to cook with your heat up high, because it cooks the food too fast and kills the flavor. You take your time and let it cook and simmer within itself. You don't rush it and cook and turn it up high. It takes all the flavor. It makes your food hard and bitter, and the ingredients don't get a chance to cook in, bake in. And so you want to take your time and not turn it up high. Now I got it up high now, so I want my water to hurry up and boil. But once I put my ingredients in and start doing everything, I turn it down to about medium, because I want to take this time, cook it. I wish y'all could smell what I'm smelling, and it's fantastic. It's a fantastic odor. And I see it still snowing too. I'm looking out front and out back. See, I can see my backyard from out my other windows, my sliding glass door window going to the backyard, because I'm looking straight through my house. I'm looking through my living room, through my dining room, through my living room, and I open my windows. Y'all, I am a daylight person. I never ever close my blinds. In my bedroom and stuff, I got my blinds and stuff because I'm up high. I'm not looking in and seeing me. It ain't that type of party, y'all. But I never shut my blinds. When daylight comes, I want daylight on me, because daylight's what feeds you. That's what feeds your DNA is daylight. We have melanin in us. We must have daylight. And see, that's one of the mistakes that we make as a people. We'll sit in an office all day long and spend 5 or 10 minutes outside just to get from point A to point B. That's all we do. That's the distance of what we do. That is it. But you should always give yourself an hour or two of daylight, because you got to feed your. See, it's vitamin D for one thing, and and people of color have melanin, and so you must feed your melanin. You got to feed your melanin, baby. That's your blackness. That's your evolution of evolving into your body taking care of itself because you were from a hot land, which is Africa. So that thing you call melanin, if you want to find out more, just look up the word melanin. 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 And look it up and see what it means, what it does for you. And when you out doing your feeding, like see, I got my kitchen, I got my kitchen window open. I've got, you know, I believe I got my front door open too. And I've got my blinds open on my 2 sliding glass door window. I gotta have daylight. Upstairs in my bedroom, both of my windows, there are curtains there, but they're open wide and stay open. Because I always want to feed myself that daylight, that health. Take care of this body, because I ain't got but one. And like I said, I'll be 18 this September, in my second 50. I want to keep building and growing and being healthy. And that's why I cook and eat like I cook. And let me show you what my peppers and what else I'm gonna put in there. Let me show you all this. See, here's my vegetables and stuff that I'm putting in there in my pot with my minestrone and stuff. See, my peppers, my carrots, my green pepper, red pepper, carrots, peas, onion, and I'm an onion junkie. I put onions in everything. I do. I literally put onions in everything because it's good for you. Along with the red pepper and the cayenne, you're building up your immune system. I had a little bout of allergies for about a day or two, but I knew what to do, and in a day or two it was gone because I fed stuff to my immune system that kicked it right out. Just it was gone. But it wasn't nothing that bothered me. I didn't have no headaches. I wasn't clogged up. I wasn't coughing. I wasn't sick. I could just feel something that wasn't right within my body. I knew what to do to feed myself. I wish I had the book to show you. It's upstairs in my office. But I'm going to do that one day. I'm going to really show you all about this book called Alternative Medicine. That's about that thick. It's a big book called Alternative Medicine. Every disease and ailment that you have out there is in that book, and the natural herbs and vitamins that you need for it is there. I mean, I read 3/4 of that book. It's 1,000 and some pages. But it gives you all the necessities that you need to heal your body naturally. Now, if you look on my Facebook page, you know, every morning you see between 5 and 7 or 8 o'clock, I'm posting stuff. Because that's my study hour. It starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, goes to 9. And I'm posting a lot of stuff out there on natural health and natural foods and natural fruits that you eat. So I'm telling you, what you got to do is just start following my page, y'all. And here's the great thing about it. When you see me post a video, and most of them might know more about 5-8 minutes long, that someone is teaching you about diet and health and what to eat 3 days. When you watch one, because for hours, I sit there and just watch one for hours, and it spins over to another one. And then it spins over to another one. And I'll sit there and just let those videos just run while I'm sitting there learning, taking notes. Because your hand is connected to your brain. And you write it down. You have a tendency to remember it, and you remember when you needed to use it. That's why I'm so healthy. My wife has never been sick. She don't even know what it is to have a cold, silent, nothing, flu, nothing. We've been together now, it'll be 26 years, May the 1st. And she doesn't know what it is to be sick. No medication, nothing. Just like me, I've never done medication. But because I had that heart condition last year, which shocked the hell out of me and everybody else. But then I found out that's hereditary. But then after they scared me and I had the surgery, I found out I could have gambled. I'm using the word gamble. And not had the surgery and cleared my arteries myself through diet and health, which would have took about 30 days. But like Doc told me, I was in such bad shape that I was only getting 25% of the blood to my heart that I needed. And that makes things dangerous. So, I see I've got Janet, Joe Clark out there, James Morrow, Niecy Croft, Franklin Brown, Miss Lee, Niecy Croft, Damone Long. Now, that brother just went vegan. He just started eating right. And he's lost about 25, 30 pounds in the last few months. When I say months, 2, 3, 4 months. And you got to see this brother, because now he's changed his diet. And you can see, it's like he was just born again. Because you can look at him, his skin is clear and healthy, and his mind is sharp. Well, yeah, he needed that. Yeah, Damone, I'm talking about you. But to see him now and see what he was before he decided to change his diet, meat, gave up meat, pork, all that stuff started going. But we had a nice long conversation on diet one day. And I was telling him about his DNA and everything and what it took for him to heal his body, build his immune system, get more power, more energy, a clear thought pattern. And the brother, he looked good. I wish y'all could see him compared to what he was. I got my nephew, Keith Washington, is watching. Hello, nephew. Alma Thomas, Patricia Moore, Niecy Croft, Shantae Gaines, Dietrich Bisson, Pete Harris, my buddy Pete Harris, Jeff Powell. I got all these people. Virginia Crawford, my girl. I've been loving Virginia Crawford since we were in Metro together 30 years ago. I met her and I helped train her when she came in. And we're still very, very good friends. She's retired also. I think she's retired. I'm not really sure. But I'm glad to see all y'all on. And like I said, I'm in my kitchen. I'm getting ready to cook this big pot of minestrone soup. And I've given y'all a lot of the ingredients, what I'm going to put in it. And it's going to take about an hour and a half to cook. I'm getting everything right now together. Now, as you see, I'm using a whisk. I'm not using a spoon, I'm using a whisk. Just to stir stuff up, get it going. And let me see, I know how to cook, but I'm not going to cover it. It says simmer uncovered for 15 minutes. But I'm just going to do this to, ooh, y'all, I wish y'all could smell what I smell. Y'all missing it. Ooh, are you missing it? Are you missing it? Because those spices have cooked for a few minutes now, and you can smell it. And what is great about it is also the scent is good for your brain. It opens you up, your senses, your sinuses, and all that stuff. It opens it up because you're giving your senses a pleasure. See, that's when you cook like that. It gives your senses a pleasure. So, and like I say, I'm in my world where I'm at here in the kitchen. Like I say, I've been out and done the snow. I shoveled my snow, shoveled my driveway, my neighbor's driveway, and my sister-in-law's driveway, and uncovered 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 5 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 cars. I took the snow off of them and shoveled them out and shoveled around them. But, I know I'm limited to what I can do. I know I'm not in my 20s and 30s and 40s no more, but it felt good. I enjoyed it. It's just the energy of being outside, of being outdoors, in the sunlight, feeding my melanin, and which feeds my body. Ann Coley, how are you, Annie Coley? Glad to see you on board. Yes, I'm in my kitchen. I'm cooking a pot of minestrone vegetable soup. Glad everyone know my ingredients that I've used. And one thing I'm going to put in here that I didn't put in here, and I got to do this. Hold on, y'all. I got to get got to get my red onion. Lord, I am an onion. Well, although I have onions in there, I want to put some fresh onions in my soup. So I'm going to cut up an onion, put in the soup. Y'all just heard the phone ring. That's my wife's phone ringing. You know when we got together 26 years ago, as I made it first? She had a phone number. She still had the same number. And in 26 years, I can count on my hand how many times I've answered her phone. I guarantee you I had some fingers left over when I count too. But like I tell her, that's your phone. When it rings, it ain't for me. It is definitely not for me, so I don't answer her phone. That's hers. Because I catch the blues trying to get her to answer my business phone line. If she's in the office, she'll answer, but she doesn't like to answer my business line. Now see what I'm doing? I'm getting ready. Let me see if I can do this right. Make this just a little bit. Cause I don't have my right tripod, y'all. So, but I'm gonna cut up this onion. Just show y'all I know what I'm doing in the kitchen, and that I'm not lost in the kitchen. And yes, I am left-handed. Because it's only left-handed people that are in the right mind. No, I don't make nobody mad, y'all. That was in a joke. I wasn't being serious. Now, so I'm cutting up my onion. And I love red onion. Red onion is much better to you than the other onions, the white onions and everything. Red onion is much better for you. It's a healthier onion. See, all that goes right in there with the rest of my vegetables and stuff that I've got. Ooh, that onion is strong too, baby. Ooh, love it. That onion is strong. Okay, now where is my? I don't know where to look for that thing. I don't even know where I put it. I have an onion container that I put my onions in. Because here's the thing about an onion. You're never supposed to put an onion in your freezer. I mean your refrigerator. Because it kills everything. And, I put mine in a plastic bag, then I have another container that I put them in. Oh, here it is. See here? See what I do? Here's my onion container. Alright, open up. I put them in the plastic bag, and then I put them in the onion container. Man, look at this snow. It is still coming down, y'all. I mean, that snow is still coming down. Now, I'm probably surprising a lot of y'all who thought I was just brilliant at teaching you the thought and action process to success, not realizing my level of knowledge and stuff and ability to cook when I'm in the kitchen. But like I told you, this is my world here. This is my other world, being here in the kitchen. And what I do too, because I got salad in the refrigerator prepared already. I cut up my onions. I've got cut up in a salad size eating. I love radishes. I eat radishes raw. I love myself some radishes. I got carrots in it that I've already cut up for my salad. I'll go pull them out of the container, put them what I got else I got in there. My carrots. My spinach. Oh, I love raw spinach. And the red lettuce, I use that. My tomato, like I said, I love tomato. I put tomato on almost everything I cook. I don't care what it is. I put tomato in it. Yeah, I love my tomato. See, I gotta whisk this and stir this because it's almost ready for me to put my ingredients in. I just want to let it cook a little bit. Am I supposed to do this, y'all? Am I giving y'all any lessons on anything? Oh, that smells good. Oh, that smells delicious. Oh, my gracious, my gracious. Oh, the fragrance just... Smells delicious. Oh. And Scorpio, there's Scorpio. How you doing, loving Scorpio? Gwen Gasquet. Oh, my girl, Diane Fennell. How you doing, Congress lady? She's a delegate here in Maryland. And Marvin Bagley, Annie Coley, Damian Scott. I'm glad to see all of y'all on board. And I'm giving cooking lessons, by the way, y'all. Teaching you about food and diet. If you eat what I've been telling you so far, at least 3 or 4 times a week, almost every day. But like I said, I eat raw food this morning for breakfast. All I ate was celery and carrots this morning for breakfast. I've got apples on the table. I've got oranges here. I've got bananas. I got grapes. Sweet potatoes, which I'm going to cook some sweet potatoes probably Sunday. I'll probably make a nice natural sweet potato pudding. You know, sweet potatoes, I'll bake it in the oven. And don't boil it. Don't boil your food, y'all. When you boil your food and put it in water, you're taking the nutrients out of what is natural. Now I put natural ingredients in the water here because I'm making a broth, a soup, a stew. So you have to do that. Oh gosh, that smells good. I wish I could put this smell online so y'all can see as what it smells like. Oh, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. How often does anyone come on and do a cooking show? Maybe I'll start doing this when I'm cooking every day. I love salmon. And salmon croquettes. Oh, I love those. And now that's something that's very simple. You want a quick meal. I can throw some potatoes and salmon and stuff and cook up a meal in about half an hour. Salmon cakes and mixed vegetables. I put tomatoes in it. And then I'll do some potatoes. Or I love cheese potatoes, but I'm very limited on my cheese. I don't put a lot of cheese in my body. I will do a little cheese every now and then. I mean, I'm not perfect. I just don't eat no red meat. I don't eat no pork. Very little, no dairy products. I use almond milk. So that's the limit of my dairy, my almond milk. And if I do decide, if I love fish, so if I do fry up some fish, which is very, very limited to my frying, I use peanut oil. I don't have nothing here but peanut oil. I buy them by the 3-gallon containers, peanut oil. I love baked sweet potatoes. Yes, Gwen, that's great. That's good. You know how to cook. Oh, I love to cook. My wife doesn't very seldom have to cook. When she comes to the kitchen, she's coming in to bake a cake. But like I told her years ago, baby, if you make a cake, it's got to be going out of here. It's got to be for one of your clients, one of your customers. When you make cakes, and she makes several cakes a week because she does everything from scratch. Like I said, you can look up top and see all of her part of her baking stuff, and over here's more baking stuff. She got a cabinet full of baking stuff. She got a whole area here with a baking stuff. She got her pans and over. I mean, if you look, you'd think this was a bakery. But you look in the freezer, you would think, wow, all they have here is fruits and vegetables and natural stuff. And in the refrigerator, I got lettuce, tomatoes, carrots, and celery, and that type of thing in my refrigerator. Almond milk, nothing. One thing. When you're drinking regular milk, all you're doing is drinking cow pus. It's not good for you at all. Man, as smart as we think we are. You hear I said as smart as we think we are. We're the only animal that drinks milk after we've been weaned. Man. Now you think about that. I want you to think about that. Now what I'm getting ready to do, y'all, I'm going to put some... I'm going to put my ingredients together. That's going in my soup. And you got to be careful. A lot of this has salt in it, y'all. And I don't do sodium. So I have to go find the ones that's very, very low to no sodium. Low to no sodium. This is too, this is too big. I need my smaller. Where's my smaller? Okay, I'm looking for something I can't find, which is nothing new. But I've never done this before, y'all. See, I can usually do this without, and I don't be talking to no one. But I'm enjoying talking to y'all tonight. Believe it or not, this is my third post for the day. My other one's about me thinking about going out shoveling snow. And when my baby girl, my baby girl told me not to go out and do it, but I had to do it. I can't stand to see the snow on the cars and the driveway. But just in case, which ain't likely, my better half wants to go out, but I got news for you. If it's snowing, she ain't going out. She ain't going nowhere. Okay. I'm using celery, cream of celery, although I have pure celery in there. This thickens it up for me. But it's low sodium to no sodium. Like I told you, that's how I cook. I don't use salt and pepper. And gentlemen, I'm going to get in y'all's case right now. Because I was late getting married, very late, and I haven't been married but one time. This is my one and only wife, the one I have now. And my belief is, I didn't marry her to take care of me. I didn't take care of myself. I married her because I wanted the queen. So I treat her as my queen. I'm old school. I've always been a neatness fanatic. A place for everything. Everything has a place. I got a buddy whose wife had to have major surgery. Was in the hospital for about 2.5 weeks. He almost starved to death. I mean, he literally almost starved to death. He didn't know how to cook. Nothing. The boy couldn't heat. And see, like I said, I married my wife because I wanted the queen. I didn't want to, you know, a wife, yes, but I wanted the queen, so I treat her as such. She doesn't, I won't let her scrub the floor. I want her to clean the bathroom. That's my job. Now, one thing I don't do that she does do, and I can do it, but I don't. She does do the laundry. I mean, I can do laundry, but she wants to do laundry, baby, go ahead and do your thing. But I scrub the floors. She's never opened the door. Everywhere we go, I drive. Yep. But like I told you, I'm not looking for a slave. I wanted the queen. That's why I got married, because I wanted the queen. And I'm going to treat her as such, because when I treat her as a queen, what makes you think she's not going to treat me as a king? Think about it, y'all. Think about what I just said. Ooh, the aroma, the aroma, the aroma. Now I'm going to let this cook for about 5, 8, maybe 10 minutes before I throw in my vegetables. Well, then my vegetables and stuff will be ready in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes maximum. I'm looking more like 15 minutes. It doesn't take long to cook vegetables. Because here's the thing people don't realize. Your vegetables are supposed to be crisp. That's the reason it's not good to put them in water and cook them. You can steam them, or if you do put them in very little water, but see, your nourishment's in the soup. That's why I tell you, when you cook greens, you use little or no water. Just very little, just enough, because the greens makes its own water. When you eat the greens, if you don't eat the soup from the greens and throw it, you just throw away your nutrients. Your nutrients is in the water of the greens. Now I'm getting ready to open up me a can of tomatoes because I haven't had a chance to go out to the store, y'all, to get fresh tomatoes. And have you checked the price of tomatoes lately? I mean, I think that's very ridiculous. But one thing I'm getting ready to do, me and my buddy, I got a buddy who's gone vegan. And him and I, we done rented a lot that we're going to grow a garden. We got a 50-foot by 210-foot lot that we're going to grow our fruits and vegetables on this summer. I'm so excited about that. Y'all, I haven't gardened since I grew up in West Virginia, so you know what we did, that we grew our own. But I haven't did that in years. And I am so pumped up. I am so excited. I mean, I am truly, truly excited about the fact that we're going to grow. I'm going to have a garden this year. I'm online on a constant basis, reading on how to have a garden, what to do, when to plant it, how to treat it, and we're going to have. It's going to be. We don't going to use any fertilizer. If we do, it's going to be organic fertilizer. Let me ask y'all, do I act like I know what I'm doing? Do I act like I know what I'm doing? But as I'm doing, I'm talking and I'm teaching also, you know, about food and diet and being healthy. I didn't plan on doing this. I'll just go do this for a few minutes, but I got going, got to talking, got to doing, so you get a chance to see me in the kitchen doing what I love to do. I love to speak and teach, and I love to cook. I don't mind cleaning. Like I say, I do a lot of cleaning in the house because I've always been that way. My wife is a neatness fanatic too, y'all. Trust me, she was no slouch when we met. Her house was spotless. I mean, my office is junky. It's my office. But it's my organized mess. I'm cutting, if y'all know what I'm doing, I'm cutting up my tomato. Ooh, every time I stir this up, it's just giving me more and more and more aroma. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw my vegetables in there. See, those of you that never had a chance to eat my cooking, boy, you don't know what you missing. I have people that come by. Especially I got one buddy that comes by, and he always, hey man, what'd you cook? What you got in the fridge? And I love him for it, because I mean that's my good buddy. That's my good buddy. Without him, you know what I mean, that's part of him being him, and I love it about him because he loves my cooking, and I love my cooking too. I just put my tomatoes in. I'm putting in some broth just to give, because I wanted to add a little more liquid to it. So I'm putting in some broth. And this is no sodium broth. I got news for you. No sodium. Oh God, that smells delicious. Now I'm going to turn the stove down a little bit more, because all I want this to do is slow simmer. I don't want it to cook, because it's really all cooked already. I just want to do a slow simmer. So I'm turning all my heat down, and I'm going to let it simmer. I'm going to let it cook. Here's what I'm going to do to them. Let me find which lid I'm going to use. You know something strange that is amazing? Now, I've got a dishwasher here, and I can say it's brand new. We've had this one about 5 or 6 years, and I bet you I haven't used it 10 times. I just don't believe in dishwashers, because if you're going to rinse something, you can wash it. So I don't use my dishwasher. I wash dishes by hand. My grandson, hey grandson John King III is watching. Evan Conway is watching. I'm cooking a broth though. Y'all know I'm cooking a minestrone vegetables soup. Hope the Barber is watching. Nana Ventures. Oh y'all see, I've got people watching. I've been on for a while, y'all, so y'all missed really everything I've done. Because now all I've done is got the pot on, got it I got it down where it's just going to simmer for about 15, maybe 20 minutes, and then it's good to go. I got to do my cornbread. I'm make some cornbread. But all my ingredients are. See, here's what you got to learn to do. Whenever you're going to cook something, don't do it. Make sure you set your ingredients out. Always set your ingredients out or what you're going to put in it, so you ain't got to run back and forth and wonder, well, did I do this? Did I do that? Did I do this? See, I know what I did because they were right here. But as I used them, I put them over here. That's telling me I've used them. So that way I got to wonder, did I? And I won't over-season, over-spice, or under-season or under-spice. So that's something that you do. You know, you always have your ingredients already out, set and ready. So now, see, I can look and say, okay, I've used everything that I had out. So that means that I've got all my ingredients in there. Oh, it smells so nice, y'all. Oh, it smells so nice. Well, until next time, y'all, I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in. And in my kitchen with William Murry, what I call myself a mindologist, because that's what I am. I work on your mind, and I've helped you with diet and food while I was cooking. So until next time, y'all, I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in. And if you want to get more information, you want to contact me and the Institute, you can go to 240-619-2019 and give us a call. That's 240-619-2019. Or go on our website at mminstitute.info. That's mminstitute.info. And all I'm asking you to do is keep pushing me so I can keep pulling you. And then you keep pulling me so I can keep pushing you. It's not going to matter whether I'm pushing or I'm pulling. We're going to get there together, y'all. There's no doubt about that. Now, remember, always wash your hands, y'all. I did all that before I started doing all this. I washed my hands and scraped and did all of that. But remember to wash your hands, clean your utensils before you use them, and everything, you know. And until next time, y'all, I'm saying God bless. And keep working on your road to success. Call me at the Institute. If you want me to do an event, speaking, teaching, I'm always available. Just call. Everything's on my website. How to book me, what to do, phone numbers, everything's there. So until next time, y'all, God bless. And keep working on your road to success. I'll let you know how this turns out in about 30 minutes.